The new Xpeng P7 definitely has good genes, but how much is it going to cost in Australia? Well, let's flesh it out against the G6. Not the new G6, but the outdated one for now, that is still being shoved down the throats of Australian buyers. It starts at 55 grand. Fully laden, with ventilated front seats and all, but with a medium-sized 66 kilowatt-hour battery only. The base P7, on the other hand, has a sizable 75 kilowatt-hour battery, but then the long-range variant of the G6 has an even bigger 87 kilowatt-hour battery, and yet it is priced under 60 grand. Agreed that the G6 is 10 inches shorter in length compared to the P7, and it is also a good 60 kilowatt or 80 HP less powerful than the P7. So all things considered, the best hope for us folks down under is a $60,000 price tag. But we all know that the deadweight middleman True EV, who is the importer of Xpeng cars in Australia, already knows the potential of the gorgeous P7 and will try its best to hike the P7's starting price above 65 grand and keep a big fat commission for itself. Now, if you don't find 450 kilometers of real-world range to be adequate, do not lament at all. There is an uglier but a quicker accelerating car with a plug-in hybrid powertrain which can still keep 90% of your usage on pure electricity, but also give you the convenience of ultra-fast refueling at any petrol station on your route. It's the Haval H6 GT p-hev with a massive 35 kilowatt-hour battery for a plug-in. Almost as big as last year's Nissan Leaf, which is a non-hybrid pure EV. If you insist on a dinosaur juice vehicle with better acceleration than the entry-level P7, you will still have to shell out the same amount of cash for a Golf GTi with all of its 4 cylinders and front-wheel drive. If you want a proper 6-cylinder rear-wheel drive locking-diff goodness, you can find something like the BMW 235i in the used car classifieds. And that too for as little as 23 grand. If you want to be the undisputed drag race king, just get a used Model 3 Performance. Prices start as low as 34 grand for a 2019 specimen. Let's not forget there is going to be an all-wheel drive variant in the P7's model range that is going to be almost as quick as the Tesla, but don't expect the price to be anything less than 75 grand. 80. If you want the one with those ridiculous scissor doors. But before we end this discussion, let's address the elephant in the room, the fully self-driving Tesla. It can entirely change the way people use cars if the scumbag politicians give it permission to. Xpeng is also giving all the hardware required for full autonomy in the new P7, but is yet to prove its real-world efficacy like Tesla has started doing in Texas and California.